Yo, what's up, Yankee fans? Shawn here with Unpolished Pinstripes coming at you for episode 2. Series recap. Yankees just swept the Orioles. That makes them 6-0 on this homestand they just had, which is obviously phenomenal. We're sitting at 12-6 now, I believe, or 13-6. No, we're 13-6. Awesome. Obviously, anytime we get the sweep, that's great. That's two series sweeps in a row. 13-6, sitting in first place. Obviously, right where we want to be, right? I mean, I'd love to throw some negativity on this today, but I am not gonna because things are looking good. So go through the games, quick 3-game set, go over the recaps. We have our series stud, our series dud, and our what to watch for as we head into Kansas City to take on the Royals for a 3-game set. So let's get rolling, y'all. Let's go. All right, so game 1. Severino versus Lyles. Now, this is a happening game. This is an on and popping game. All right, so we had Sevy went 6 innings, right? He K'd 5. Now, he let up 4 runs, but this is one of those games that, if you look at the box score, you can be like, that's an okay start by Sevy. Sevy looked great. Sevy looked phenomenal. I believe it was a 3-run homer that he let up. Both him and Higgy were kind of like, huh? Because his stuff was on point. So he had the 4 runs that he let up, he pitched better than that. So no concern here as far as Sevy goes. He's looked amazing. He looked great in this game. Maybe a mistake pitch that kind of cost him a little bit there. But hey, great start from Sevy in my books. Happy to see it off. And then kind of a bit of a sloppy bullpen navigation here in this game. And we've had a really solid bullpen. I think we had the best rated ERA bullpen in the majors. So, it's bound to happen. But we went to Holmes, stud. He pitched an inning, didn't let up a run through this game. Brought his ERA down to 1.04. Stay tuned for update on that. Litke went 2/3 of an inning, let up 3 runs. Don't know what's up with Litke. Something to keep an eye on. Loizaga got the final out of the 8th. He also let up a run. Yeah, he struggled a little bit. We'll call it early season, lack of spring training jitters. Loizaga looked nasty last year, right? So I'm hoping that he can pull through, get back to that form that we saw. And Chappie came through, struck out 2 for the save, 12-8. Final score for game 1. A game that felt like we probably should have won like 12-2. You know what I mean? But it ended up being 12-8. At the end of the day, we got the win. That's what matters. Game 2, we had Jordan Montgomery against Wells. Okay start by Gumby. He went 5 2/3, struck out 4, let up 2 runs. That's what you want from Gumby. So we'll take it. King, stud. He pitched 2.1 solid shutout innings, brought his season ERA down to 0.69. Holmes, another stud, got his 2nd save of the season. He struck out 2 in the 9th to get the save, and that brought his season ERA down to 0.93. So 2 studs that are still shining in that bullpen. Chappie's been fine, with the normal Chappie jitters that he gives us sometimes where he feels like walking the bases loaded and some things like that. But hey, Chappie's been fine. Holmes and King have been solid. Couldn't ask for anything more there. Offensively this game, Stanton with a 2-run blast. Great to see. That was one of my what to watch for going into this season. I keep saying that. Into this series. Because he had struggled a bit. He got back on track this series, so good to see. Like I said last episode, he's still hitting the ball hard, just kind of off just a bit. So good to see that he was able to get in the going early here with that 2-run homer. Had another RBI sac fly, Stanton, that is. Gallo got a homer, right? And a funny quote. So Gallo hit his, he hit a homer, and that was to right. And he had a funny quote at the end of the game because he's coming around as well. He's barreling up some balls. I think that's 2 homers on the season for him now. And after the game, he was asked, how did you get through all those games when you were struggling in the early season? And he's like, I don't know, dude. I just kept playing baseball. Like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? It's early, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. But good to see he was a little bit funny with that. And 5-2. 5-2 final score. So that was a good game there. Game 3. Game 3. We had Tyoon versus Zimmerman. So that was today. That was April 28th, earlier today. Tyoon went 4.2, let up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks. Season ERA is 3.26. So obviously happy with that. I thought this is kind of a bit of a start by Tyoon. Didn't look sharp. Got knocked around a little bit. At the end of the day, only let up 2 runs. And it's one of those ones where kind of felt like watching him, like, he could have, probably should have given up like 4 or 5. Didn't. So, we'll take the 2 runs. It is what it is. His ERA, 3.26. I'll take it. So, Tyoon, just pick it up for the next start. We'll be good to go. We went Castro to Wandy to Loizaga to Green, all scoreless. So, they brought it. I got my little kitty here. What's up? What's up, Finley? What's up, little Finley? You a little mascot. You a mascot. So, you got the Bronx Zoo. And you got the Flynn Zoo. We got 4 dogs, 3 cats. Rest in peace, Riddick. We had 4. 4 kids. Obviously, I'm married, so me and my wife. We got a busy house, man. We got a busy house. So you'll see cats, you'll see dogs, you'll hear cats, you'll hear dogs, you'll hear my kids. They're sleeping right now, or should be sleeping anyway. But back to the bullpen. Yeah, man. So Castro, Wandy, Loizaga, Green, all scoreless. Solid performance, and that kind of represented the bullpen that we've been used to seeing so far this season, which is great. And I'm gonna butcher his name again, Marianaccio. I think I got it right. I don't know. Lit up 3 runs in the 9th. 11.25 ERA on the season. Again, it's early. He's a bullpen guy. A couple bad outings. Yeah, your ERA is gonna be through the roof. But this is the second time so far this season where, we had a game that was handily won and literally just like, all right, let's just get out of the game because we've won this game. We just need to get out of this game. And he's like struggled to get those easy outs. And I know there's no easy outs, but you get what I mean. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they send him down. I don't know what his status is with all that. I know they just brought Andujar up. For Hicks being on the paternity leave, and congrats to Hicks. Sounds like they did have their baby either today today or yesterday. But it sounds like Hicks, he's supposed to be back tomorrow, or at some point in the Kansas City series. So I don't know if they're going to send Miggy right back down. Miggy didn't get any action in the series. He's batting over 300. I don't know if it was 374, 394, something like that. He's batting in AAA, doing extremely well. Good to see for Miggy. Maybe if they keep him up. I don't know, but we'll see. Yeah, Marian Chaco. I'm going to call him Macchiato. Macchiato, because when I do get a fancy coffee, I like a good macchiato. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's kind of like, come on, man. The lowest he's pitched, the 2 times I've seen him pitch so far, it's been the lowest leverage situations and just not able to get the outs. Licky had to come in to get the final out of the game, so props to Licky. Hopefully that helped your ERA a little bit, my man. But yeah, great to see. Other than that 9th inning hiccup there, bullpen was rock solid again. Amazing to see. I think I left out. Let me go over the scoring here. I think I shorted Glaber for game 2. We'll go back to Glaber in a second here. But for the offense in game 3, Marwin Gonzalez showing up. That's one thing I've liked so far in the early going here is that, again, those bench guys, those guys that are supposed to come in and hustle, they're doing it. So Marwin Gonzalez contributing when he gets a chance. So he let it off. There's all the scoring here coming up. All happened in the bottom of the 5th. Great inning. Orioles were awful. I mean, they were sloppy. A lot of misplays here, errors, and things that were called singles, but probably could have been an error. But either way, we'll take it. So Marwin Gonzalez with the RBI double. Judge with an RBI single. Rizzo with an RBI single. Stanton with an RBI single. It was a great bottom of the 5th. I believe Baltimore was up 2-0 at that point. It was kind of, again, we get used to looking back to the old games, and we're like, shit. Like, old games last season, seasons prior. Being like, man, not the Orioles. Come on, guys. It's 2-0. had the feel of the type of game where it would end in a 2-0 score, and we're like, what is going on? Why can't we put those runs together, guys? Come on. But didn't happen. We scraped it together. And yes, Baltimore played like shit. I mean, it was one of the most awful, egregious defensive mental displays from a professional baseball team that I've seen in a while. But it happened. You know what I mean? So Yankees capitalized on that. And that's kind of a different vibe, because how many times in all last season prior, we have these opportunities to present themselves and then we don't capitalize on it. How many bases loaded double plays did we have last year? You know what I mean? So yeah, Baltimore fucked up, but we capitalized on it. So I'll take it. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do. That's what a professional team with a lineup that the Yankees have built, should be feared, so that if you make a mistake, man, you can't make a mistake against these guys because they're going to capitalize on it. And we did just that. So that was great. Great bottom of the fifth. And then we had Marwin Gonzalez with another RBI. He had a sac fly. Josh Donaldson, good to see him get in the mix. He had an RBI single just right off the dude's glove. Aaron Judge, beasting, hit his 5th home run of the year, 3-run blast. Ended up being a 10-5 final score. Again, Macchiato. I'm going to call him that. Sorry, dude. Macchiato, let up those 3 runs in the bottom of the ninth in what should have been a quick and easy exit. So, a 10-5 game that should have been a 10-2 game. But, hey, we'll take it. All right, going back to game 2. This is how advanced I am, guys. I'm doing my my game recaps. Just I write them up beforehand. But I left out Glaber. Glaber in game 2 had that bases clearing triple. Good looks, right? He had that pinch hit, walk off, single, double. They called it a single. I think it would have been a double. In the prior series against Cleveland. All right, bottom of the ninth, right? Pinch hit, walk off RBI. Love to see that. And good to see Glaber get some momentum going under him. And here he had the bases loaded, game 2. And, did what you're supposed to do, man. Hit the ball hard and got the triple, bases clearing triple. So, sorry, Glaber, for shorting you there in the game 2 recap, but got you. All right, series stud. Man, this is a tough one because we had a lot of positives here. But anytime you hit 3 home runs in a game and also just have a great all-around series, probably going to get the series stud. Goes to Mr. Anthony Rizzo. My man went 6 for 13 this series. That's good for a 460 batting average for the series. And again, absolutely beasting in game 1 with those 3 home runs. Just amazing. Job well done. Top of the cap to you. Judge could have been in contention. Stanton had some good turnaround here, but Rizzo the clear series stud for me. Series dud was a tough one. Could have gone Macchiato. Don't feel like Macchiato deserves to be considered for a dud because, come on, dude. You got to show me that you're worth even being here to even be considered a dud because it is what it is. Sorry, brother. So next in line for me was Higgy. I don't want to be too rough on Higgy. Offensively, he's a catcher. We don't expect, I think we got spoiled with Sanchez. I don't want to get into the Sanchez talk. I know Yankees Nation, y'all love to hate on Sanchez. Offensive catchers are extremely difficult to come by. So, the days of the Buster Posies and the Joe Mauers, it's not the norm. Sanchez was a really good offensive player, even during his struggles. So, we've seen potential with Higgy. He's, I believe, had a 3 home run game, right? Higgy shows these signs of wow, Higgy can do that. And, but what is he? Because we've seen these stretches where he's an animal and you're like, all right, great. Obviously we know who catches a good game. Although funny to see that Trevino caught Cole and Cole did extremely well. More to come there. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, come on, Higgy. Higgy went 1 for 6. I think today was the day that he got the 1 hit. And, Trevino was either 0 for 3 or 1 for 3 or whatever in the game that he pitched. So, or caught rather, this series, but Higgy, man, you've been waiting for this opportunity to be the starter, and you gotta capitalize on it, man. You gotta pounce on it. Nobody here expects you to be a 300 hitter. Maybe some do. I don't. I think you're capable of being a 250, 275 hitter. So let's get going, Higgy. capitalize on this opportunity, man. You've been waiting for it your whole career, right? So you've got that. Now capitalize on it, because Trevino has kind of got that feel-good story. Caught a really good game with Cole. He's made some big impacts, big hits, big plays. So Higgy, got to turn it around, my man. And that's going to lead us to our what to watch for coming up. Three-game set or series, whatever you want to call it, against Kansas City in Kansas City tomorrow. Now, good pitching lined up as far as the Yankees are concerned. We've got Nasty Nestor going tomorrow. We got Cole going Saturday and Sevy going on Sunday. I mean, right now, that's a pretty scary looking three-headed monster right there that we're going to be pitching. So we're going into the series 13-6 again, coming off a 6-0 homestand. So can we carry that momentum away from the Bronx and on the road? Royals are 7-10. Which it's early. Season's early. We know this. You can't overreact to batting averages this early. You can't overreact to records this early. That said, man, the Yankees are sitting pretty. 13-6, first place in the AL East, which is, going to be an incredibly difficult, losing my mind, incredibly difficult division. Jeez, I can't think of the goddamn word. Division this year, right? So, capitalize on it. We're in a good spot. So keep that going. Keep that momentum going. That's the big word through all of this is momentum. Keep it going. We're doing right now what the Yankees are expected to do. And that is beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, capitalize on mistakes, hit the long ball, and get those dubs. So we're out there doing that. We got to keep that rolling. Easier said than done, of course. But let's just not take our foot off the gas because, seasons prior, we're sitting at this point where, instead of being 13-6, we're the 7-10 team or worse. And we're thinking like, okay, I'll hop you in 1 minute. Okay, baby? It's my little one. I told you how they're supposed to be sleeping. She wants her lava light on. Remember them lava lamps? Lava lamps are cool. The little floaty, bubbly, gaseous, light up little lamp things. Super awesome. I bought that for her. Because I remember when I was a kid, like, you had one of them, you were like, that was cool shit. So, it's my little Kinley. I'll get her hooked up in a second. We're almost done here. But yeah, Yankees are in a good spot. So, what to watch for is just keep it going. I do want to, I'll be watching Stanton because, started getting back on track this series. If we have, if this lineup of Judge, Rizzo, DJ, I didn't even talk about DJ. Homeboy, have some games, DJ, man. He's been great. He's batting over 300, which is what we expect. So, again, a little early to be like, yeah, DJ's back. Was last year because he had that secret little injury going on. Like, what's up? Is he all healed and back to being the robot that we expect him to be? But if this lineup of DJ, Rizzo, Judge, Stanton, Gallo, like, never mind everybody else, but, like, that five, if they are all firing, this team is what it's meant to be. A scary team, a scary lineup. Nobody wants to face that. So, now that we've seen the others heating up, if Stanton can keep right, I think we'll be in a good spot. But, we'll see. Go Yankees! Go Yankees! Thank y'all for tuning in. Unpolished Pinstripes. Series episode 2. It's a mirror. I'll get there. And, yeah, man. Lots to come, y'all. Peace out. Go Yankees. Love y'all.